Flick, should Kevin Durant's jersey be retired in OKC?
Should it be? Yes. Does it have to be? No. There is a distinction here. And Kevin Durant, what are we doing? The audacity, the arrogance, the ridiculousness of, yeah, you damn well better retire my jersey. What are we doing here? I am basketball. If you're basketball, and we're going to get to this in a little bit. If you're basketball, I want to know what Giannis Antetokounmpo is, okay? That's what I want to know. But I digress.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, it should be based on his accomplishments. But what Kevin Durant is not understanding is that this is not a typical award. This is not an award simply for things accomplished, awards won. It is also for how an organization and a fan base feels about you. I'll give you a real quick example. The Seattle Sonics, former Oklahoma City Thunder, team that Kevin Durant wants his jersey retired by. They retired the number 10 for Nate McMillan. They have not retired the number 20 for Gary Payton. Now, there's no question in terms of who has had the overall better career. As Gary Payton is, if I'm not mistaken, in the Hall of Fame. Nate McMillan, not sure he'll ever get there. But it's because Nate McMillan was beloved by the Seattle Supersonics and that organization and that fan base. Kevin Durant and the way he left Oklahoma City, this is exactly why he's a polarizing figure in Oklahoma City. Because this is almost condescension. Like, you people don't appreciate how much I brought to you. You don't appreciate that I was there and I played for you. That was the attitude that he had in leaving there, which made them feel some kind of way about him. And that's the attitude that he is displaying once again here. And if there's any place that condescension does not play, it's in a small town like Oklahoma City that is used to having all the big city people look down at them. So, Kevin Durant, you may deserve to have your number retired, and it very well may happen. But by you stating that it better happen or else is not the way to get this done.
Yeah, Slick, I agree with you. I don't think it will be retired, and that's more important than whether it should or shouldn't. What's going to happen? Slick, let me synthesize your point with a quote. People don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. Wileyism. People don't fully remember your stat line, Kevin Durant, but they ain't going to remember how you make them feel. And how did you make OKC feel on your way out? You were up 3-1. You blew a lead to the Golden State Warriors, and then you left OKC to join a team that you blew a 3-1 lead to. Slick, Sell, y'all the married men. Y'all know far more than I in regards to this, but I know this much. I ain't framing a picture of my girl that cheated on me. I can tell you that right here, right now, Slickety Rick and Mr. Marcellus Wiley.
Keep living.
If I get cheated on,
keep living.
I ain't framing a picture of you. Point blank, period. Especially not if I get cheated on with the individual that we met while we was out.
Oh.
Kevin Durant met Golden State while him and OKC was out.
Oh, that hurt.
And him and OKC was out, and OKC looked good. OKC was up on Golden State. OKC was showing a little thigh meat, had a little thigh meat out. OKC was in some high heels. OKC looked good.
What her name is?
And then Golden State just walked by, and you didn't even really see Golden State. You just got a whiff for the perfume. Just,
ooh. Victoria's Secret over here.
You gonna leave me.
Damn, I am right there with you.
OKC
Acho,
for Golden
I'm living
State.
this.
And you expect OKC to frame a picture of you and put it on a nightstand? In what world, Kevin Durant?
I know a world.
So I understand that y'all have some good times together, some good stat lines together, but you got to remember, people don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel. And KD, you ain't make OKC feel all that good, big dog. So get your jersey retired. Should, yeah, but will?
Okay. Obviously, I disagree with you guys wholeheartedly, so let's disrespectfully disagree. Disrespectfully.
Good luck topping what Acho just did. I'll tell you that right now, Marcellus. You got your
It
work
won't
cut
be
out for
hard
you.
because Acho has to go into the theatrics, which I love. He gets me pumped up, too, because some of those scenarios I really lived through. on the winning end and the losing end, damn it. Ooh, that hurts still. But the thing is, I just bring the reality to y'all. Acho asked, in what world? Oh, first of all, let me just do my part. Yes, Kevin Durant's jersey should be retired. What the hell are we doing? Anyway, let's get past the obvious. Acho, in what world, Kevin Durant, do you exist where all of a sudden the way that you made them feel on the way out should actually be a reason that they gonna give you a jersey retirement ceremony or not? Oh, Acho, you heard what you just said? The way you left is gonna determine if you get the jersey or not, huh? In what world? Let me give you example A, Jerry's world. Oh God, Jerry Jones should be a lesson to both of y'all. Jerry Jones held a grudge over Jimmy Johnson for 20, 30 years because of the way he left. And he let that trump what Jimmy Johnson did when he was there. Never let someone and the way that they depart make you forget about the work they put in when y'all were together. Oh, y'all gotta grow up here. I hate this world when it's like this. Well, you gotta wait for someone else to give you the compliment before it's real. You gotta play this false humility. This used to happen all the time to my homegirl, Tiffany Cambridge. Used to walk in 9th grade. Always late too, but that's my girl. And Tiffany Cambridge would have to walk in and suck it up, knowing she looked the most beautiful in the school in the 9th grade. And she had to wait time and time again, and we used to talk about this, for everyone to say, oh my God, Tiffany, you look so cute. Oh my God, Tiffany, you look so beautiful. And Tiffany had to say, oh, thank you, oh, thank you. Then we eye roll when we were walking to nutrition. Here's the real though. Tiffany knew she looked good. Tiffany knew she was fine, but dare Tiffany go into class instead of waiting on y'all to say she looked good. She say, hey y'all, you know, I feel good, look good, I'm great. Who's the arrogance of her, the audacity, as Slick Rick just said of her. Why? We in the same reality, y'all. So in a world where, Jerry Jones just proved my point, in a world where there's one retired jersey in OKC, can I see Acho's face to see this reaction? One retired jersey in OKC, and it's from a player that didn't even average 6 points a game. It's Nick Collison. The only guy who got his jersey retired. And y'all trying to tell me, I don't give a damn if Kevin Durant has some TNT and blew up OKC. With his stat line, with his performance and production in OKC, y'all trying to give me a conversation that he doesn't deserve his jersey being retired? Man, that's crazy.
No, but you just gave me, that's exactly my point. It's how do they feel about Nick Collison? How does he fit the fabric of Oklahoma City? Because this is not about accomplishment. This is about, to what Acho said, how do we feel about you?
No.
They feel good about Nick Collison. Nick Collison is now part of the organization. They love Nick Collison. I dare say Russ Westbrook will get his number retired before Kevin Durant will, because Russ stuck around and they finally said, okay, you know what? Paul George is going to go. We're going to let you go. You gave it your best effort. You were here for a stretch. You didn't step on us on the way out. You didn't go to the team that beat us on the way out. You just went and left because you ultimately, you couldn't get it done here, but you gave it a good effort. So we're good with that. So that underscores all of that. And this is the problem that I have, is that Kevin Durant says, I am basketball. And what does Kevin Durant always tell us? It's all about the game for me, man. Like all the PR and the media and awards and what the league, all that stuff's political. Okay, so if it's just about the game, why would it be bad for basketball if your number is not retired in Oklahoma City? I dare say I could see an easier way of him getting his number retired by the Warriors, because at least he brought them championships. You didn't leave with that. You didn't leave Oklahoma City with that door prize. Bingo. You just left, and you went and won against who? Bingo. Or with who? The team that beat Oklahoma City. God. If you don't think that doesn't strike at the heart of the Thunder people, and now you're saying, hey, give me mine. Give me mine. If I'm an Oklahoma City fan, I'm going, where's mine? How come you didn't give me mine? So, no, the whole premise of I should have my number, it would be bad for basketball. It would be audacious of Oklahoma City and Golden State if they don't recognize the greatness of Kevin Durant. does that? Like, tell me
Man,
who's ever petitioned to have their number retired. If you're that good, one, you don't care because that's not the validity of how great you are. And two,
I'm preaching, Slick.
it's beneath you to petition to have.
Slick, let me get in, Slick. Let me get in. Whether we are subjectively right or wrong, there is an objective truth. One thing I lived through in Cleveland, Sel, and I've told you this story before, Slick, I don't know if I told you. I got drafted to Cleveland in 2012. Clearly, LeBron James had just departed. Now, for everybody that watched TV, you know there was a huge poster of LeBron James witness in Cleveland on some arbitrary street, a huge poster. Slick, true story. When I go to Cleveland, all the Browns players, we would go to the Cavs games and we would sit in the owner's box. We would take the little team tunnel, hallway, etc., walk up some back alley stairs, get to the owner's box. My first game in Cleveland that I went to, my first Cavs game, there was no sign of LeBron James anywhere in the queue. No sign. To the point where I was like, did LeBron play here? No sign. The huge billboard, Marcellus Wiley, of LeBron James, witness, taken down. If they can do that to LeBron James, not because LeBron James was not talented, not because LeBron James didn't bring them a chip, not because all those things, but LeBron James made Dan Gilbert feel a type of way. If you can do that to LeBron James, it doesn't really matter subjectively what we're all throwing out here. I'm telling y'all an objective truth. The Cavs at the time felt some type of way about LeBron James, the greatest player in franchise history, so they erased every memory of his existence, and that was LeBron James.
Yeah.
Imagine what OKC will do to Kevin Durant. So I care about my opinion like I care about your Slicks and I care about Marcellus Wiley's. But it don't really matter about opinions. I've seen the objective truth of what will go down. I just don't see it happen.
Yeah. And every example you guys have given me so far has ended the way that I have said it will end. You realize your mistake. Jerry Jones realized his mistake. Dan Gilbert realized his mistake. They all realized their mistakes, but in the moment, you guys are right. So in the moment when Kevin Durant is out there politicking for his jersey to be retired, in the moment, you can react like you guys are. But every example, when you mend the fence, shows you that that was a mistake when you were all caught up in your emotions. I keep proving that. So yeah, they did that. Dan Gilbert did that. And then he wasn't right in doing that. Just like Will Smith did that, but he wasn't right in the moment doing that. Y'all got to learn these things and see them all the way through. So, Slick, I need to see your face up here right now because you gave me two sides of this conversation. Want to just pin you down to one. When I bring up Nick Collison, you tell me it's not an award based off of achievement necessarily. It's based off of how you made people feel and your character. Okay. But then when I bring up Kevin Durant and Golden State, you say, look what he achieved. And I'm like, wait a minute now, is it one or the other? Because is it about attendance and personality? Or is it about them buckets you were giving us that put us in position to win even if we didn't win it all? Raise your hand if you got your jersey retired.
Can I answer?
No, not yet, because I ain't done yet. But yeah, you can answer. Okay. Raise your hand if you got your jersey retired at any level. Anybody? Really?
I think high school.
Yeah, high school and college for me. High school and college for me. Largely, if not solely, because of what I was doing on that field.
I can't believe they haven't retired my number in high school, I'll be honest with you.
All right, your turn, Kevin.
I'm not going to petition for it. I'm not going to petition for it.
But here we go. Now, I played for 4 teams in the NFL. Want to know why I ain't got my jersey retired on any one of those teams? Wasn't good enough. Or there long enough while I was good. The point is, I made them all feel good. Trust me that. I won Man of the Year 3 times in 10 years. That might be an NFL record. Dog, it ain't about just how cool you were and how many Girl Scout cookies you sold. 5 points a game in your jersey in the rafters, and a dude like Kevin Durant, full screen time, who goes out there and does this, as I shall show you, has 4 scoring titles in a 5-season span. Can we see it? Anybody in production working today? We got my man Michael Jordan, George Gervin. I guess y'all went to sleep on my full screen. All right, y'all sleeping on Kevin Durant, getting his jersey retired too. We got Wilt Chamberlain, Wow, I love this show. You got to speak for yourself because you can't show for you nothing. And then we got Kevin Durant up here. Look at me stalling, boy. I'm a professional. Here's the thing. Y'all don't show the full screen. Y'all don't plow through it. Yeah, so all I'm saying is 4 scoring titles, bucket after bucket, no full screen.
Yo, they ain't on your
Kevin
side
Durant.
in production, big dog.
Yeah, they over there trying to let me go.
side.
Now, Slick, answer me what you said you wanted to answer earlier. I'm sorry.
Yeah. First of all, Marcellus, you should have your microphone retired as a result of plowing through that, man.
Oh, you saw that?
That was an effort right there. No, look, I said there's a better chance of him getting it retired, his number retired by Golden State because of what he accomplished. But they didn't feel great about the way he left either. And being there only, 3 years? Like, that's a short runway. Brad Davis is another example. There's more, I'll put it this way. Dave Twardzik, Brad Davis, there are more examples of guys that weren't as anywhere close to what Kevin Durant was, who have had their numbers retired by their teams, not because, again, Acho said it perfectly, not because of what they accomplished, but how they made the organization and the fan base feel. They felt like this is one of us. They are one of us, and we want to remember them in perpetuity. Kevin Durant just didn't make Oklahoma City feel that way in the end. And you're right, 20, 30 years from now, they may get around to retiring his jersey. But I would dare say that even with the Dallas Cowboys and Jimmy Johnson, it feels just a little too late, right? A little too late. We recognized you, that's good, but nobody's going to ever forget the years of turmoil in between.
Look.
Can you save time for our next debate? You know, I still want to argue about Giannis being better than KD. Y'all sitting here talking about this jersey retirement. We got to get back to throwing these blows.
I'm throwing blows now, too. I'm sorry you don't want to fight anymore. We got to finish this like this, Slick. Been engaged 4 times. Acho knows. He always brings it up, whatever. Every one of them got mad when I called it off. But I was on a quest to go get a ring with Anna Marie. And y'all gonna be mad at Kevin Durant when he left them. Breakup? Who? What breakup is nice? Like, somebody gonna feel shortchanged, if not robbed or not angry in that situation. But
it's how.
But what you have to do is be professional if you're an organization and go beyond your emotional state to what's right. What's the real thing that you should do in that moment? Fast forward beyond your emotional problems and get to the point where you got to recognize the greatness and the times that you had. Ask any of my exes, was I top 5? Let me stop.